The number of people visiting Las Vegas is continuing its downward trend.
Tourism in Las Vegas in a big slump this summer, costing the city billions.
How much did you pay for this?
$33.
Holy shit, dude. I ain't never seen Vegas look like this on a Saturday at 1 in the morning.
There's literally nobody else here at the airport.
8:45 a.m. This is the state of the strip. Wow.
Where's the people?
Las Vegas, a name that once meant energy, excitement, and escape. For decades, it was America's playground, where millions came to forget their worries and chase dreams in neon light. But in 2025, something has changed. Empty hotel rooms, rising prices,
$30 for that be some drink.
and a silence on the strip that even bright lights can't hide. This isn't just a travel slowdown. It's something deeper, a shift in identity. What we're seeing now is the beginning of what some are calling the Las Vegas tourism collapse. A collapse not just in numbers, but in meaning. In this video, we'll explore how Las Vegas tourism will never be the same again, and what it tells us about the American dream in decline. Let's begin. Section 1, Symptoms of a Collapse. Let's look at what's happening on the surface. The visible cracks in the Las Vegas dream. Between January and May of 2025, Las Vegas saw a decline of over 1 million visitors compared to the same period in 2024. That's a 6.5% drop, according to data from VisaVerge. Hotel occupancy, once a strong point of the city, slipped from 88.6% to 85.5%. On paper, that may not seem dramatic, but in Las Vegas, every percentage point equals millions in lost room nights, food, gaming, and retail spending. Average daily room rates have also dropped by about 5.5% as hotels compete aggressively to fill rooms. Casino floors that once buzzed with energy now have quiet corners. Nightclubs that were impossible to book 2 years ago, you can walk in without a reservation. There are fewer lines, fewer shows, fewer spontaneous cheers from blackjack tables. It's not just the number of people that's changed, it's the feeling of the city. Tourists are noticing it too. One visitor told MarketWatch, "Vegas used to feel alive, like anything could happen. Now it feels slow, overpriced, and tired." And that's not just anecdotal. The Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority reported that event attendance and convention bookings are also down, marking a rare dip in one of the city's most stable revenue streams. For a place built on energy, momentum, and crowd psychology, the sudden drop in vibrancy is more than economic. It's existential. It begs the question, is this just a slowdown or the beginning of something much bigger? Section 2, What Caused the Downturn? To understand what's really happening in Las Vegas, we have to look beyond the empty hotel rooms. The collapse didn't come from a single cause, but from a perfect storm of pressures. First, international travel has slowed dramatically. Tighter U.S. immigration policies, longer visa processing times, and stricter border control have all made it harder for tourists from abroad to visit. According to the Nevada Globe, traffic from major international markets, including Canada, Mexico, and parts of Asia, has dropped by anywhere from 30% to over 60% in 2025.
If you've got a family of 4 and you want to get a visa to come to the United States, it's going to cost you about $1,150. And that's reason enough for a lot of families not to come. And on top of that, it takes a long time to clear the visa process.
This is no small loss. International visitors tend to stay longer and spend more than domestic tourists, especially in high-margin areas like fine dining, luxury shopping, and casino gaming. Second, domestic travel has also declined, especially from California. High gas prices, heavy traffic, and economic uncertainty have pushed many would-be weekenders to stay home. Las Vegas has always depended on its proximity to Southern California, but that flow is now interrupted. Then, there's the issue of cost. A simple cup of coffee on the Strip, $9. Buffets that were once a family tradition, now priced like high-end restaurants with added resort fees and surprise surcharges.
What surprised me was the food. The food has increased so much. The buffets are so expensive now. It's like, I don't know, unexpected maybe.
There is none. There's no likelihood. It's too expensive. Everything
fees, everything. It's too expensive.
MarketWatch describes this shift as pricing out the middle class. And they may be right. The average Vegas visitor is now spending more per trip, but they're also leaving less satisfied. They're asking, is it still worth it? And increasingly, the answer is no.
We're never coming back to this city.
But beyond the dollars and data, there's something deeper at play. Las Vegas isn't just losing money, it's beginning to lose the loyalty of its everyday visitors. And that may prove to be far more costly in the long run. Section 3, the hook. Fewer tourists, bigger profits? Here's where the story takes a surprising turn. Even as visitor numbers drop, Las Vegas casinos are making more money. It sounds impossible, but according to iGaming Business, casino gaming revenue in 2025 has risen in both the first and second quarters, despite a sharp decline in foot traffic. This raises a puzzling question. How is Las Vegas earning more with fewer guests? The answer lies in who's still coming. Las Vegas is quietly shifting from mass tourism to high-spending exclusivity. The budget travelers, the bachelorette parties, the family road trippers, they're fading. In their place, high rollers, VIP guests, and international elites who still have the means and desire to spend big. It's no longer about volume, it's about value per guest. Luxury suites that once sat empty are now packaged with private gaming tables, gourmet dining, and concierge experiences.
Who on earth ever heard of spending $600 or $700 a night for a hotel room in Las Vegas?
Nightclubs offer bottle service at 5 times the cost of a decade ago, and they're booked solid for the elite. Las Vegas, it seems, is becoming less about everyone and more about someone. But this strategy comes at a cost. Fewer guests mean fewer jobs.
Very concerned because it's slow. When I drive down the strip going to work in the morning and I barely see visitors out there.
Less foot traffic on the strip means fewer tips for service workers, fewer shifts for hospitality staff, and fewer customers for small businesses. In a recent interview with WBUR, Linda B., a bartender in a mid-tier casino, said, "I used to work 5 days a week and take home tips that paid my rent. Now I'm lucky if I get 3 shifts, and most of them are slow."
A year ago, I was making anywhere from 150 to 200 a day. Now I'm making anywhere from 50 to 60 a day.
For workers like Linda, fewer tourists means real-life consequences. Not just lost income, but lost stability. This is the paradox of modern Vegas, a city that's still profitable, but only for a shrinking few. And the more that gap grows, the more Las Vegas begins to look like a city divided between those who play and those who serve. Section 4, attempts to recover, but are they enough? Las Vegas isn't ignoring the warning signs. In fact, city officials and major resorts have launched several strategic efforts to win back momentum. One of the biggest shifts is the rollout of all-inclusive packages, a rare move for Vegas. Traditionally, travelers paid for rooms, meals, and entertainment separately. Now resorts are bundling everything together: luxury stays, show tickets, dining credits, all in one price. The goal? Make Vegas feel predictable and affordable again, especially for families and casual travelers. Forbes recently reported a spike in demand for these packages among domestic tourists looking for value in a tight economy. At the same time, Las Vegas is investing heavily in immersive entertainment. One example, the Sphere, a $2.3 billion venue that combines 360-degree visuals, interactive seating, and sound you can feel in your chest. It's designed to compete with theme parks, not just concert halls. Also new, Universal Horror. Unleashed, a year-round horror experience opening at Area 15, created in partnership with Universal Studios. These attractions aim to rebrand Vegas for the next generation. Less about slot machines, more about unforgettable, Instagrammable moments. On the business side, Vegas is doubling down on conventions and conferences. Skift Meetings notes that corporate travel is one of the most stable, year-round sources of revenue. And Las Vegas is investing in massive event venues to stay competitive. But here's the real question. Are these changes enough, or are they too little, too late? Because the deeper issue remains, it's not just about adding attractions, it's about redefining what Las Vegas is and who it's really for. Section 5. What is the future of Las Vegas? The road ahead for Las Vegas isn't just about recovery, it's about reinvention. For decades, Las Vegas thrived by being something for everyone. Affordable hotels, free drinks, bright lights, endless entertainment. It was a city where people didn't just come to gamble, they came to believe. In luck, in escape, in the idea that anything could happen. But in 2025, that identity feels fractured. Las Vegas is still earning, still building, still dazzling, but it's doing so in ways that feel more exclusive and less inviting. As the city leans into high-end entertainment, VIP travel, and luxury experiences, it runs the risk of leaving behind the very audiences who made it legendary, and competition is rising. Cities like Austin, Nashville, and Miami are pulling in younger, more diverse crowds, with lower costs, vibrant culture, and a more accessible vibe. In short, Vegas no longer holds the monopoly on escape. So where does that leave us? If Las Vegas becomes a city only for the rich, is it still Las Vegas? If the middle class can no longer afford the shows, the hotels, the fun, will they still dream of coming here? The future of Las Vegas will depend on whether it can answer one simple question. Can the city stay true to its roots while still evolving for the future? Or will it become just another luxury brand, admired but no longer loved? What we're seeing in 2025 isn't just an economic downturn, it's a moment of truth. Las Vegas is still glowing on the surface, but underneath, the city is asking itself a hard question. What happens when the magic isn't for everyone anymore? This isn't about nostalgia, it's about access, it's about identity, and it's about what kind of future Las Vegas is building, and for whom. Because the truth is, Las Vegas tourism will never be the same again. Not after 2025, not after this shift. The lights will stay on, the shows will go on. But the dream, that open, wild, democratic American dream, may never feel the same again. So now we ask you, what do you think the future of Las Vegas should look like? Can it rediscover its soul, or has it traded it for luxury? Leave your thoughts in the comments, and if you want more stories that look beyond the headlines, subscribe, hit the bell, and join us for more deep dives into the stories shaping America today. Thanks for watching.